If you're still working, continue working. But what I want to have a quick discussion about is different approaches to this. Please hear me very clearly, okay? I know that some of us were struggling with how to approach this problem, okay? You could have just grabbed it. Oh, no, you wrote it on the paper.
It's on my desk.
Yeah, that's why it does help to write on the paper at some point.
Wait, no, I write this down.
It's goes.
You got to go past the 270 point. All right, so a lot of us were struggling maybe how to write the equation at the very end. Stop talking and pay attention, okay? So what I want you to do is pay attention to a few of these different strategies that I had students write up here on the board, okay? The last strategy that we are going to come to is this one, because there are some really important ideas for this. I really should have had y'all do multiple up here. We'll get there in a second. All right, but I want you to notice, if you can't write an equation, what can you always make? A table, right? 3 minutes in, how much water was there? Oh, that's the answer to A, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And then the next one, I believe, was 191.5?
Yeah.
That looks like it's right in between here. So B was 7.5 minutes? Okay. What was the last one? 270? So that's somewhere in between here. Yeah, it's close to 16.5. I think it's 16.25. So hear me very clearly on this. Could you get A and B just off the table?
Yeah.
Could you get close to C just off the table?
Yeah.
So are tables useful? Yes, okay. So we want to pay attention to that. So 16.25. But there is another way to do this. I think I was talking with this group up front where they said, I think it was Matthew who said, hey, I'm going to take 151 and I'm going to divide it by 9. Is that what you said? But that's assuming that we got all 151 liters. Terrence, eyeballs up front and stop distracting Austin so you can both learn. Thank you, sir. That's assuming that all 151 liters came from adding 9 liters every minute. But is that true? No. Because how much water did you start with?
124.
If you started with 124, you actually needed to find how many liters you added, right? And I think I was working with it on with group 4 on this, where I worded it this way. 124 plus what is equal to 151, right?
Yeah.
What am I adding to 124 to get up to 151?
9 times 3.
9 times 3, or 27, right? It's important to recognize if I start with that 124 liters, right? Well, I've only added 27 more liters. The 27 liters is what came from the 9 liters per minute. So then we got 27 divided by 9 is equal to 3 L, or liters, right? Is that what we saw on the table?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this again. Using that same strategy. Matthew, what did y'all get for B?
So we got the answer.
No, how did you write it first?
Okay. So we did 191.5 minus 124 divided by 9.
Notice once again, I needed to find out how much water was being added. If I take the difference in what I started with and what I ended with, is that how much was added? Yes, right? Here's how much is being added, and that's what?
67.5.
Thank you. 67.5 liters over 9 liters per minute. Yes. All right, can you open the door quickly? Can I help y'all? You know I gotta teach, right? Can I help? But I gotta teach right now. Okay. So, if I take my 67.5 and I divide it by 9,
Equals 7.5.
oh, that's 7.5. Not liters, by the way. 7.3 what? Minutes. We got to pay attention to our units, right? Okay, so there we go. So there's my difference every single time. So what would it be for the last one when I was looking at 270.25? No. What would I do to set it up?
Oh, so 270.25 minus 124.
Is that again going to find out how much we added?
Yeah.
Yeah? And then should I maybe divide by 9 again?
Yeah.
Yeah? And so from there,
146.25
146.25
over 9.
instead of
Good
over,
afternoon,
divided by.
The Bears
Hold on,
officers
hold
for
on.
the
We still have 3
2021-2022
minutes.
school year are Treasurer Raven Herring,
Hey, y'all need to
Secretary
take notes on
Mackenzie
this.
Brewer,
Just wait a second.
VP Sarah Ashley
What are we
Cunningham, and
calculating
President
every
and the
single
East.
time?
Congrats, guys.
No. What are we
If you
calculating?
signed up for the flag football trials,
Is it
please meet in front of the
Yeah.
school at 3:45.
Well, it's how many?
Please bring your physical
Minutes,
test time
right?
to the library if you
Yes,
don't have
sir.
a current physical uploaded to Dragonfly. Any student who wants to join
We're
the
gonna,
club
hey,
to visit
listen very
the
clearly.
page
We're gonna
and look
connect
up
this to
the
what
application.
Alana wrote up
Turn
on the board
applications into Dr.
tomorrow.
Florida and then run up
But I
by
want you to
Friday,
look at this
September 3rd.
equation. Is
Have a great
anything
day
staying
and
the
go
same?
Pats.
Yeah. Everything.
Not everything. The one divided by 9, hey, sit down. You all the time. The divided by 9 is staying the same, anything else.
And negative 124.
And the minus 124, you see how this is changing?
Yeah.
So what should that be? That's my number of
Isn't that-
meters.
But-
But no matter what, it needs to be a variable. Hold on. So if I take L, that's subtracted by 124 is what I did. Y'all, stop, pay attention. I will give you time to pack up. If I take L and I take away 124, that's what gave me how much was added every time. And then what do I need to do?
Yeah.
What is changing is a variable.
Yeah.
Are these equations looking different? No. I mean, they look different. Are they telling the same story?
Yeah.
So they're what?
Equivalent.
Equivalent. We're going to pick back up with this and look at the way Alana used it tomorrow because that was a fantastic strategy and it'll be really powerful. Put your calculators up and you may get ready to get out of here. But notice how you have almost a minute. Stop packing early. I will give you time to pack. I need you to pay attention. I'm going to hold you after class in the future. Lesson 7, cumulative practice problems. One second. Yes. Does anyone else still have their lesson 7 that I have not collected from them? Okay? Do not forget, I'll get back lesson 8, but that's due next Thursday. Okay. Kaylin, you needed it, right? Tyson. What did you say? We're going to finish this and then work on something else. I can find you something else to work on. Because you're already done with all of it,
I've
right?
been done.
I'll find you something else more challenging.
Alright. Wait, hold up. Let's say challenging. I don't know.
What time
So
you know
fast.
you said, Tatum?
What did you just say?
I tried.
And Kaylin, your brother can help you with this.